In Disney's 2025 live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch, one of the most emotionally resonant storylines revolves around Nani Pelikai's difficult choice between pursuing her dream of studying marine biology and fulfilling her responsibility as Lilo's guardian. This dilemma creates significant tension throughout the film and reaches a poignant resolution in the final act that beautifully illustrates the movie's central themes about family, sacrifice, and community support. Early in the film, we learn through a conversation between Nani and her elderly neighbor Tutu that Nani had previously been accepted to her dream school with a full scholarship to study marine biology. Tutu encourages Nani to reconsider this opportunity, even showing her the acceptance letter she had rescued from the trash. This revelation establishes Nani as someone who has already sacrificed her personal aspirations to care for her younger sister following their parents' death. Nani's response to Tutu's encouragement is telling. "Yeah, I know, but Tutu, there's no way." She explains that her priority is Lilo, stating plainly that she needs to be there for her sister. This early exchange establishes the central conflict for Nani's character, the tension between her individual dreams and her commitment to her family obligations. Throughout the film, we see Nani struggling with the practical challenges of being both a sister and a parent figure to Lilo. She juggles employment, household management, and the emotional support Lilo needs while dealing with her own grief. This balancing act is made even more difficult by the scrutiny of social services, represented first by Ms. Kikoa and later by Cobra Bubbles, who question whether Nani is capable of providing adequate care for Lilo. The pressure intensifies when Nani loses her job and faces mounting bills, leading to the heartbreaking moment when social services determine that separating the sisters might be the best option. This crisis brings Nani's dilemma into sharp focus. Even her complete dedication to Lilo hasn't been enough to keep their family together, suggesting that her sacrifice of her educational dreams was in vain. A particularly emotional scene occurs when Nani tries to explain to Lilo that they might be separated. She uses the metaphor of a summer they spent on opposite sides of the island, but were still able to talk on the phone. This attempt to soften the blow of potential separation reveals both Nani's protective instinct toward Lilo and her awareness that their current arrangement might not be sustainable despite her best efforts. The turning point in Nani's storyline comes after the chaotic events of the third act, when the community rallies around the sisters. In the aftermath of Stitch's rescue of Lilo and the confrontation with the Grand Councilwoman, we see the extended Ohana coming together to rebuild the Pelekai home. This community support creates the possibility of a solution that wasn't available before, one where Nani doesn't have to choose between her dreams and her sister. In the film's resolution, we see Tutu intervening once again, suggesting that Lilo could stay with her and David while Nani pursues her education. This offer reflects the Hawaiian concept of ohana as an extended family network where responsibilities can be shared. Tutu emphasizes that it's Nani's kuleana responsibility, not to leave herself behind, framing the pursuit of education as an obligation rather than selfishness. What makes this moment particularly powerful is Lilo's response. Rather than feeling abandoned, she actively encourages Nani to go to school. "But I want you to go," she insists, adding that it's what their parents would have wanted too. This represents significant growth for Lilo, who earlier in the film had accused Nani of pretending to be my mom during an argument. Now she's demonstrating understanding of Nani's individual identity beyond her role as a caregiver. The emotional weight of the scene is heightened when Lilo says, "It's also your kuleana to make sure you don't leave yourself behind," echoing Tutu's wisdom. This moment inverts the traditional parent-child dynamic, with the younger sibling showing wisdom and encouraging the older one to pursue her dreams. It's a beautiful illustration of how their relationship has evolved from one of dependence to mutual support. The resolution of Nani's dilemma reflects one of the film's central themes, that ohana isn't just about sacrifice, but also about support. The Hawaiian concept of extended family is shown to be expansive enough to accommodate both personal growth and commitment to family. Rather than presenting an either/slash or choice between dreams and duty, the film offers a both/slash and solution through community involvement. This resolution avoids the tropes of either the selfless martyr who gives up everything for family or the individualist who pursues personal dreams at the expense of relationships. Instead, it presents a more nuanced and culturally grounded approach where individual flourishing and family commitment can coexist through the support of a broader community network. The 2025 remake adds additional depth to this storyline by emphasizing Nani's academic aptitude and specific interest in marine biology. She's described as having been a straight-A student with a full-ride scholarship, establishing her as someone with significant potential beyond her current circumstances. This makes her sacrifice more poignant and her eventual resolution more satisfying. The film also connects Nani's storyline to broader themes of grief and resilience. Her decision to put her education on hold is framed as part of her response to losing her parents, an attempt to maintain stability in the face of profound loss by keeping what remains of her family together. The eventual resolution suggests that healing from grief doesn't require indefinite sacrifice, but can include finding new ways to honor both family bonds and personal aspirations. In the final scenes, we see Nani preparing to pursue her education with the support of an extended family network that includes Tutu, David, and even the reformed aliens Jumba and Pleakley. This resolution honors both her commitment to Lilo and her individual dreams, suggesting that with community support, such tensions can be resolved in ways that allow for both family cohesion and personal development. This aspect of the story resonates with many viewers because it reflects real-world tensions between family obligations and individual aspirations. Many people, particularly in collectivist cultures or difficult economic circumstances, face similar dilemmas about pursuing education or career goals while maintaining family responsibilities. The film offers a hopeful message that with community support, such choices don't have to be binary. The resolution of Nani's dilemma also connects to the film's broader messages about found family and community resilience. Just as Stitch finds belonging in a family he wasn't born into, Nani finds support from an extended community that enables her to balance her responsibilities in ways she couldn't manage alone. This parallels many real-world families who rely on extended family networks, neighbors, and friends to navigate challenges. From a character development perspective, this resolution completes Nani's arc from someone overwhelmed by responsibility to someone who can accept help and pursue her own growth while still caring for her sister. It's not that she loves Lilo any less or is any less committed to her welfare. Rather, she's found a more sustainable way to fulfill that commitment that doesn't require complete self-sacrifice. The film's final message about Nani's choice reflects a nuanced understanding of family bonds. That true love sometimes means allowing others to pursue their dreams rather than demanding their constant presence. Lilo demonstrates her maturity by encouraging Nani to go to school, and Nani demonstrates her growth by accepting that she can pursue her education without abandoning her responsibilities. In the end, Nani doesn't have to choose between her dream school and Lilo because the extended Ohana creates a third option where both priorities can be honored. This resolution avoids the false dichotomy that often appears in stories about family versus individual aspirations, offering instead a more culturally grounded and emotionally satisfying conclusion that honors both personal growth and family commitment.